Hey everybody, it's Matt from Junior Horror Movies, and welcome to a little collectible video. Um, Trying to show off some horror collectibles that I found and show off that I picked up for a while. I'm not big into the collectibles as much as I used to for several reasons, but other than that, I wanted to show off the ones that I did pick up because I thought they were really neat and I thought it would be great to add to the collection. So right off the bat, I found at Spirit of Halloween when they were closing. They had all their displays and everything, and I figured, I kind of want one of those. And what it was is this cool spread popcorn display. It's got a little fuzzy thing on the back for Velcro. The popcorn itself is this very hard plastic, and of course, this is just cardboard. But it's kind of cool, show off in my Instagram videos, putting a movie with the spilled popcorn. It was cheap. It's like $2. So I figured I wanted one, and it's small. It's not that big of a box. If you take like a normal, can, not size comparison, it's not that big. But I thought that was neat, just to show off the display. Put in your movie room with some cool hard fake popcorn. All right. Next up, the Wendy's was having a kind of a cool Happy Meal toy. They had these cool little they had these Frosty figures. Of course, I had to grab I got a Frankenstein one. It says Wendy's on there. And I just thought, that's just kind of neat. So I went back and I did not get the whole set, but I did pick up the Ghost one. I just thought he looked pretty neat. And they had like chase figures to get, but I never got any of the chases. And the third one I got, of course, was the vampire. I thought they were cool, like cool little figures. They're not that big, and just wanted to show them off. One of my friends bought me this cool clear coffin skeleton case. Figured out I could put some cool collectibles or some things in there. So I thought that was nice. My friend had picked that up for me. Next up, we have from Walmart. This is actually a Bluetooth speaker, but I kind of wanted this just as a collectible. Even though I'm not a fan of the director, but I thought it was kind of neat. It's the Jeepers Creepers van. It's even got the license plate. The famous focuses in right, but it is the van itself. This is where you plug it in. There's a power button right there. But again, it's a Bluetooth speaker. I figured I just want this as a display. So I thought that was kind of neat. Kind of reminds me, I think, the van from part 3, maybe? Or 2. And then there's the speaker part on top. So, yeah, guys, I just thought that was kind of neat. Next up, I found on Amazon. It was like $6, so I figured that's just kind of neat. And that's this cool 3D printed pumpkin dude. And he's got this giant scythe in there, glows in the dark. You can take the top off, had the eyes glow in the dark. I'm like, all right. I didn't know it was that much of a big 3D printed. But again, size comparison to a large can. He's about the same size. And for the price, I think it was like $6 Prime, where the rest were like 12, 14, which was weird priced. But I just like the way he looks. He's all flat in the back, but he's got a lot of articulation and movements and everything. So, of course, I wanted to pick up a cool pumpkin dude. Next up, I got through Walmart. This was surprising. Walmart had a line for video games. And, of course, I played this game a lot as a kid in the arcade. I had it on my Sega Genesis. I even have it on the PS4 as a collection. And that is the Altered Beast Werewolf. How freaking cool is that? He's got a lot of cool parts of articulation in there. He can twist his body. And it comes with the sphere. The one that you would pick up and you help buff up your character, and he morphs into the werewolf, especially in stage 1. Like he had different morphs. Like one was a dragon, a bear, jaguar, but the werewolf was stage 1. That just always looked awesome. So now we have a figure on that. So, of course, I had to buy one. Had to open that one up and pick him up. Okay, so next is, yeah, we'll do this cool Halloween guy. This thing looks like it would be kind of a cool, like, you know, horror film where, like, Gremlins meets Critters meets, you know, what was it? Chubbies was that one movie, like something like what could be like a little monster movie. This could be a character in that. It's all rubber, stretch rubber, and the arms can move around a lot. But it's kind of neat. You push the button, he wiggles. So you just put him on the ground, he just wiggles forward, lights up. So I figured that just looks pretty cool. So I'd like to just have him as a decoration. And yeah, again, he's a good size. And I found them at Lowe's when they had their Halloween shit out. Just looks pretty badass. All right, a lot of the other stuff I found at this actually was not in an antique store. When I was at the Syracuse, the horror sci-fi garage sale, one of the vendors had a character there. I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's from the House of the Dead. He had this loose zombie. As you can tell, he's already got his head blown off. He is missing the other axe, but it did come with the frog creature. Now it is missing another frog, because when I looked it up online, there are 2 frogs, and the axe dude comes with 2 axes. But again, I love playing House of the Dead. I played that a lot in the arcades, and I actually have it on. Do I have it on the Wii or have it on the PS4? I know I got one of the House of the Deads on there. So yeah, he's got some articulation itself. So I thought that's kind of a neat as a character. It was super cheap to pick him up. And they said, oh yeah, the frog is with him. I'll show you the frog dude. Doesn't really move with the parts. But that frog is, I remember those characters in the game. And they just bounce all over the place. I thought they were really neat. So yeah, cool frog, mutated monster, comes with the zombie. So I got to figure out and find some more House of the Dead figures. I think that'd be kind of neat to show off. And then we have, I found this at an antique store. This is, I think, from Imperial from the 1980s. I found this cool Wolfman from that line. Now, he doesn't really move he has no articulation in the legs. He just has articulation in the arms. And the head moves. That's it. So I thought that was really cool. The whole color scheme came out, like, it's not really damaged. It looks pretty nicely well done with the paint job and everything. And it was super cheap. I'm like, oh, I gotta buy one. I wish they had more, but finding these at the antique store, I thought was pretty cool. I don't know if he was just having it out because it was the Halloween time or what, but yeah, you see the shit at those places, you scoop them up, because you never know, someone down the road is going to be like, oh, I'm going to scoop up some Universal stuff, because Universal toys are always getting harder to find, especially in the previous years. So yeah, I thought that was pretty badass. So of course, I had to scoop up my werewolf. And at the same time, I'm going to keep this in the bag for now, until I find like a container. And it's this little mini Freddy Krueger pup. I don't know if it's like a little Freddy Krueger dude. He's got a little skull here. He has his hat on. Let me take him out. He's got the soft clothing. Like, it looks great. You don't see that many with the. He's got a little hook you can hang him up with. But again, he's got the skull there. I'm not moving that. His shirt looks pretty well done. His hat's on. So it's pretty much full complete. And there's his little glove. So I'm trying to see if I can find like a cool little container. You know, keep him plastic, keep him protected. Because, you know, this stuff will get dusty fast. The clothes will get rotted. Because it's cloth. So I figured, you know what? We'll keep him in the Ziploc baggie for now because it's airtight. So if anybody knows a cool, you know, container to put him in for display, let me know. And for the last of the for the opened stuff, we have this cool sarcophagus. Now, you're probably wondering what's in the sarcophagus. This was actually on, I had it on Amazon wishlist for a while. And it was out of stock for a bit. I'm thinking, shit, did I miss out? Then later on, it comes back in stock even cheaper than it was before. So I said, fuck it, I'm buying it. If you know, there's some commercials on this. You take the top off. There's a little lever on the side here. Do it without showing off the figure yet. But if you flip the switch, you got Vampire Mr. Burns. The whole Bram Stoker's Dracula Burns figure. And I guess he does change color in, I think, UV light. He gets a little lighter. But it's just cool. It's got this little switch on the side. You just pull him forward and back. And he can come out of the coffin. I'm not going to force it. But I just like keeping it all together. And coffin's pretty big sized for a Simpsons character line. And I thought that was pretty well done. There's a couple Simpsons characters I do want. Like I want those aliens with the one eye and the tentacles. I forgot their names, but I kind of want to figure them. Either small or big, whatever. I thought they'll be kind of cool to have. And there's a couple other weird Simpsons characters. But the coffin is hard plastic. Again, I don't own any Simpsons characters, so this was a first for me. The coffin's pretty cool. Hard plastic. It's got fake dents on here and scratches to make it look old. Got the old Burns logo. So the D for Dracula. It's got, little gargoyles and pillars. Like the design on it, it's really cool. The bats. And then there's your switch right there, your lever. So yeah. All right, now for the sealed stuff. Again, I was at an antique store, and this caught my eye. I actually have one of the figures loose, but I don't have one complete, like in package. And I thought, I'll pick this one up for in package. It was a weird toy line, and the toy line is the Skeleton Warriors, as you can see right there. And this is the female skeleton warrior, Shriek. And it comes with a minifigure skeleton, like gargoyle type deal. She's got all her weapons and everything. There's even a comic book inside. I think this would be kind of cool to just have on the wall for display. There's all your other characters from the toy line. You got the humans up here, and then your skeleton warriors down here. Almost like a rip-off, like Ninja Turtles figure line. Like you can mix and match with them. I got, I forgot which one I have. I think I have the other Baron dude. But yeah, I like kind of neat. I want the cartoon. The cartoon DVD is out of print and it's hard to find. I'd love to get my hands on that someday. So yeah, but Skeleton Warriors, I thought that's a really cool toy line. The box is in pretty decent shape. Got a couple bends, but I'm not a toy collector in that style where I'm going to sell it down the road. I just want to have it on display and be like, look, maybe down the road, but who knows? Next up, through Walmart, my wife saw this. I'm like, oh, I gotta buy that. I'm a big Creepshow fan, and this is put out by 3D Movie Art, and it's the Creepshow ticket taker from the. I don't know if I can get some good glare on there from the DVD of the first Creepshow movie. And it's got the hand that comes out. It's a 3D wall art. What it is, you can take out of the box, you can put it on the wall. Like I have the Friday the 13th one, which that was a bitch to actually put together, and it broke easily. I actually had to super glue it. So I figured if I could keep this in the box, I don't think there's parts to it like the Friday the 13th one did. But, you got all the cool artwork from Creepshow right there. There's your other side. How you can hook it up, put it on the wall. Yeah, I thought these were really neat. Like I even thought about maybe going back and buying another one just to have open to put on the wall. But again, I love Creepshow, and finding Creepshow stuff is really neat. So yeah, the original Creepshow wall. Although there's more artwork from part 1 because posters are on the wall there. So they did work on that. And last, I'm not a big Funko Pop collector. I have a very small amount of Funko Pops, but this one I had to buy. And this one was from, I don't know if I got this through Entertainment Earth or what. I just saw him like, fuck, I had to do it. And I'm debating about getting the other ones because it's one of my favorite movies. And that's The Thing. But we also have, this is the Blair Monster number 995 figure. This is the non-chase edition. It's huge, it's heavy. And this is like one of the ones, do I really want to open this one or not? So there's the Blair Monster. And it comes with the a mutated dog. So that was freaking cool. They have the head one I kind of want. Again, I'm not a big Funko collector. I can live or take with them. But a thing related one, I thought that'd be kind of neat to either maybe down the road open it up and just put them out there with the rest of my Funkos that I have open, or keep them in box. So right now he's staying in box. I'm thinking about it, and we'll go from there on that. But yeah, that's it for the Funkos, because again, I'm not a big Funko collector. Excuse me. So yeah, that is it for my little update of horror collectibles. Let me know. Do you like to collect horror figures, horror toys? What's some cool shit that you found out in the wild? I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Again, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little update. Let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. And again, thank you very much for watching. Thanks, guys. Peace.